Educators today hear a lot about gaps in education. Achievement gaps, funding gaps, school readiness gaps. Still, there's another gap that often goes unexamined: the cultural gap between students and teachers. Take a look at this quote from a female high school student. "A bunch of teachers here, they think they know what's wrong with us, but they don't know. If people want to help us, they have to see what we've been through, not from what their own experiences tell them." That's how so many students feel about educators. We as educators should have a mindset like Roderick Rosario. He said, "A learning environment will happen, whether intentional or not. So why not go about it building a positive environment intentionally?" This book is My Daddy, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. by Martin Luther King III. What was it like growing up as a son of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? This picture book memoir provides insight into one of the history's most fantastic and fascinating families, and into a special bond between father and son. Martin Luther King III was one of the 4 children mentioned in Martin Luther King's groundbreaking speech, "I Have a Dream." In his memoir, Martin Luther King Jr.'s son gives an intimate look at the man, the father behind the civil rights leader. Mr. King's remembrance shows both his warm, loving family as a monumental time in American history. This is the book Ruby's Wish by Sharon Yim Bridges. Ruby is unlike most little girls in old China. Instead of aspiring to get married, Ruby is determined to attend a university when she grows up, just like the boys in her family. Based upon the inspirational story of the author's grandmother and accompanied by richly detailed illustrations, Ruby's Wish is an engaging portrait of a young girl who's full of ambition and the family who rewards her hard work and courage. This is The Eskimo Boy by Russ Kendall. This book is about Norman Keelock, an Eskimo who is 7 years old. He discusses the world in which he lives, a world of long winters, sub-zero temperatures, and darkness, revealing the ancient customs of his people as well as the details of everyday life. The 3 Little Javelinas by Susan Lowell. Everyone knows the story of the 3 little pigs, but now you are going to meet the 3 little Javelinas. Wild southern western cousins to the pigs, living in homes built with tumbleweeds and cacti, and the first 2 Javelinas are soon running from the hungry coyote who had hoped to eat them with red chili sauce. The Blue Roses by Linda Boyden. This book is about a little girl named Rosalie, and every spring Rosalie and her grandfather sowed tiny seeds that blossom into bright flowers and vegetables. A red rose bush that is planted under Rosalie's bedroom when she was born is later joined by pink and yellow ones to make a sunset. When Rosalie asked for a blue bush to represent the sky, Papa explained that roses do not come in blue. The winter after Papa dies, Rosalie blue roses come to her in a dream symbolizing love, memory, and transcendence. With gentle words and magical images, this Native American story tendency embraces and naturally cycle of life. When integrating food, the teacher could let students share their culture through food by inviting them to talk about or share their typical dishes in their country and homes. The teacher could have a cultural fair and ask the students' parents to prepare the dish and include it in the presentation. The students could demonstrate the writing process in preparation for the presentation. Teachers should keep food allergies in mind when participating in this activity. Time can be integrated, especially during the holidays in class. While teachers are talking about holidays in the class, they should have another conversation about what people do in their free time. Generally, a person's schedule will reflect his or her values. Looking at the typical distribution of time can give an insight into what is important to a given culture. Of the 168 hours in a week, how many do most people spend working, or studying, or going out with friends, or spending quality time with them? The answer to these questions and the differences from one culture to another will help your students understand and appreciate their classmates and take value in that. Not only does the country hold particular values, but the family also holds certain values. They can press on their children and pass on to their children as well, allowing students to share their cultures and open the door to talking about the values of their families and households. And in talking about the family values will also lead to a discussion of valuing people of certain groups. When opportunities arise for students to talk about their family, encourage it, and perhaps students will learn to have more respect for one another. In conclusion, a culturally responsive classroom and culturally responsive education includes a mindset and a way of viewing education through the eyes of a culture, a race, and seeing the impact that they have on our past, present, and future. Our differences are the strengths that make our country great. We need to look back at the history of education in order to move forward and change the way we do our business with our students. Teachers will begin teaching through a culturally relevant perspective, because all students need to relate to what they know about their lives to learn this new learning that we're trying to teach them. We as educators can no longer view teaching as learning the way I teach, but rather to shift it to teach the way you learn perspective. Teachers must realize students aren't failing because they can't learn. They can't learn because of the way they're being taught. This makes learning relevant for children. It increases the pride of heritage, empathy for others, and academic achievement. A culturally responsive educator brings relevance to the curriculum based on specific needs, beliefs, and the cultures of the students. Research has proven that teaching rooted in the culture and the values of the students provide more opportunity for learning to take place. A model for a true democratic society can be attained in the classroom when important and is